to come take her home and reunite them. Quinn has been in poor health with his asthma over the past year or two. It's going downhill really fast. But he's still doing well. He's still very happy. It's just more frequent asthma attacks. It's more serious when he does have one. So tomorrow I'm going to reunite them after all this time, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, that's why you're seeing a lot of OnlyFans flash deals right now. I'm going to donate some money on top of her adoption fee to the rescue tomorrow, and I just want to be able to give them as much as I can. They do wonderful work. They don't euthanize their cats, so it's really nice. I'm not going to have to I don't have to worry about the cats that are being put down. It's not fair to her that she's been there for 3.5 years at this point. So I'm going to go through these comments and interact with you guys a little bit. I just ask that everyone stays respectful, otherwise you're getting kicked out of the group. If you're being inappropriate, you're getting kicked out of the group. We're all adults here, so let's just act like it, I guess. I get a lot of weird stuff, usually, so that's why I'm saying that. Oh, I also just saw, why can I not speak today? I also just shot some really great OnlyFans content and Instagram content outside. That's why my clothes are not really back on yet, because there's body oil, and I don't know if this is going to stain clothing, so I have to shower after this, but that is why I'm in a bikini right now. Thank you for compliment on my hair. It is very long. I recently got it trimmed quite a bit, actually, but it's kind of hard to tell. Someone said, show the kitty to save the kitties. Literally, it's kind of the slogan I use sometimes. The reason I made my OnlyFans was to save a cat that I had at the time. I was looking at about $20,000 in vet bills. I worked for the government at the time, only making about $48,000 a year, and I was paying for my master's degree out of pocket at that time. So I was like, well, I'm saving my cat. That's half my year's salary right there. School's taking the other half, and I'm refusing to go in debt. So that was how my OnlyFans started. And then I'm like, I'm just going to keep it up to keep saving cats. It's something I'm really passionate about. I never want to have children. From an early age, I grew up in not the best household, so from an early age, I found comfort in animals. So my mission in life is to just rescue a bunch of special needs senior animals, which is what I've done. Sorry, I just have to remove someone from the group. I don't quite understand why people join my... Ooh, sorry, there's a ladybug flying in my face. It's attracted to my ring light. I don't really understand why some people tune into my live videos if they just want to tell me to shut up the whole time. What is wrong with you? I'm actually afraid of people like that because they're just not normal. I'm also not going to show off my armpit. Yeah, I know I have lipstick here. I hope it's not blood. No, it is lipstick. Good. Recently, I did a live video, and I don't know how I did it, but somehow my gum started bleeding. So it was bleeding during my video, and I'm like, this is fine. I'm not going to end it. We all have weird things happen to our bodies sometimes. I'm glad that was just lipstick right now, though. I'm not going to show my underarms. If I keep seeing that comment... Yeah, I'm seeing that comment a lot. Hold on. You think I removed that person? I don't know. I'm not here to talk about underarms today. Someone asked how I am. Overall, doing great. That I'm a part of. And it went well. I'm excited for this upcoming year. I'm going to do a lot of good work in my community. I wish I could tell you more about it, but like, I don't know, I don't try to give out like too many personal details, but it's an environmental organization that I'm very active with. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the compliment about like my passion for cats. I get a lot of hate for it for some reason. It's like people hear that like I take in all these animals that are gonna be like put to sleep in shelters and they call me crazy. I've taken in a rescue guinea pig. I've taken in 2 senior rescue dogs. And as of tomorrow, I will have 12 rescue cats. My house is very clean. My entire life and household is dedicated to these animals. They get all the vet care they need the second they need it. And I don't really get how that's crazy. I'm like, if I have the time and the energy and the money to save some lives, then like, what's the big deal? Like, I know a lot of people can't do that. But my business, I make my own schedule, and this is not talking about OnlyFans, like that is just something I do to help out animals. My other business, I make my own schedule. I have a ridiculous amount of clients in my area, and so I have time, I've got money, and it's something I'm very passionate about. Someone asked if I went apple picking. I actually had a friend's family give me a bunch of apples because they were like overloaded with apples this year, and then I made a ridiculous amount of apple crisp. So I gotta lay off the sweets for a little bit. I agree, cats are better than people. Someone said OnlyFans account Indian user cannot be used due to payment options are not listed. I have heard that a lot. I know if you're like in the US, probably Canada, Mexico, I think I've have people from Australia, United Kingdom, like I have people from a lot of countries, but I have heard with like people from India, they can't seem to access it. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same for Fansly and Patreon. It's kind of similar content. I follow, but I don't really follow a lot of people because I don't really keep up with it. Someone asked where the shelter is I'm traveling to tomorrow. I don't want to give specifics really, but it is in Maryland. It is just actually 4 hours away in Maryland. So we're on opposite ends of the state. But I used to volunteer there during COVID. I lived in that area. I volunteered there every week, which is how I ended up with Quinn, because Quinn hated everybody and everything. Like when he was surrendered, him and his sister Chloe were given up because these people were having a baby, and they're like, we are just gonna have the baby. We don't want to have our cats anymore after having them for 6 years, which I thought was a little crazy, but whatever. They dumped the cats with us, and they just, I don't know, it was really traumatizing for them, and Quinn couldn't stand anybody, but the second this cat saw me, he He went like right up to me, was stretching his arms all up my leg, and was obsessed with me. And that obsession has never gone away. Within a month or two of me going there every week, everyone's like, I can't believe Quinn likes you. Like, this cat hates us. I was like, ugh, he chose me to be his mom. Like, I didn't even choose him. I didn't even plan on getting another cat. But I was like, I have to do it. And $300 a month for an inhaler. Plus so many vet visits throughout the year when his asthma is too flared up for his inhaler to work. So I was the right person for him to come to. Someone asked if I save any other animals. I used to save guinea pigs a lot. I'm down to my last one. She's getting up there in age. She is very special needs right now. I've had a lot of vet visits with her. Can't quite figure out why her teeth aren't wearing down the way they should, so I have to feed her critical care all day, every day. I mean, aside from that, she's great. Like, she actually is doing well. We're just trying to figure out a teeth issue right now. But I'm not taking on any more guinea pigs. People ask me all the time because they know in the past I've taken in guinea pigs that people don't want or that shelters have and can't care for, but my nearest exotic vet is a little over an hour away, so when issues pop up, I get really stressed out, which isn't good for my mental health because I know it's not a 20-minute drive, it's an hour drive, and there's only one good exotic vet within this hour radius, and if they can't see the guinea pig, nobody can. And then it's me at home feeling helpless, like, what can I do for this animal? So I'm not taking in I don't plan on having more than 2 dogs at a time. The dogs are a handful. Fern's like great. Like, he's not trained. He's hard to train. I adopted him as a senior. He's my senior coonhound. And he's so stubborn. And I don't know. He is a lot of work. He's also not potty trained, so he's got to wear like a diaper around the house because I can't figure out how to potty train him because he lived outdoors his entire life and had never stepped foot inside a building. So the day I brought him home from the shelter, I had to like carry this huge dog in the house because he didn't want to touch the floor. He didn't understand what an interior of a house was supposed to be. Because even at the shelter, he was in an outdoor pen. Like, he wasn't indoors anywhere. And then they're the equivalent of like 20 cats in my opinion. So I can't take on any more dogs. Someone asked how old I am. I am 28. I accidentally told someone the other day I'm 27, which is weird. Like, I can't keep track of my age anymore. Someone says, just shows how irresponsible people are with animals. Yeah, I think a lot of people think they can manage animals and they don't understand how expensive they are. A lot of times people get younger cats or a younger dog and just assume they're a healthy animal because they're young and they're going to be fine. And that's not the case. I took in 4 feral cats last year that were very young. One has stomatitis, which I had to get all of his teeth removed to alleviate most of the problem, but he's got to frequently go back to the vet when he has stomatitis flare-ups. 2 of the other ones are fine for now. We'll see if anything pops up with them. And the other one's got like the severe nasal issue that just happened from him being so sick when he was young before I adopted him. And I took him to a couple vets. No one can solve his issue. He's got a good quality of life, but it always sounds like he has a cold. And when he does get a cold, it's immediate vet care for him. Like, I can't wait around on it. And then the other cats I've taken in, so many special needs. Like, everyone's got special needs right now. And they're just all expensive. And with the dogs, even though I have them on frequent like flea and tick control and get them regular checkups, both of them got 3 different tick diseases this year. Ticks were really bad. I mean, my dogs are always hiking with me. I'm constantly pulling ticks off and I'm giving them baths and stuff. So there was a lot of medication for, I think it was like 60 days to like kick out those diseases that they had. And people just don't realize like these expenses add up, and if you've got some other issue in your life where your finances like plummet, then they just realize they can't properly care for the animal. Which I will say, at least a lot of people bring them to shelters rather than dumping them. The people that dump them on the side of the road drive me insane. So I still rather people like dump them at shelters, but I wish people weren't getting them in the first place. Someone's like, hyena good or bad for a pet? I don't know if you're trying to say hyena, which is not a pet. I don't know. Oh, someone said we wish we could take in Morny to house just for our cats. So I actually bought a mechanic shop, a former mechanic shop, all the stuff stripped out of it. Huge building, bigger than my house, that I hope to turn into a cat sanctuary, but the funding to start the renovation is just not there yet. So the more people support my OnlyFans, the more time and money I can throw into starting a cat sanctuary here in Maryland. Someone said voice has gotten deeper. I have had non-stop like sinus drainage for like 4 weeks. I had the flu and then was fine and then started to get something again, and it's like a constant slight sinus infection, so my voice is probably a little shot. Yes, someone said I'm the bar soap lady. Yeah, I still have not made my bar soap. I got the rest of my ingredients like this past week, and I just like, I don't know, I'm just like tired. Like I haven't done it yet. Someone asked if I speak French. I do not. Sorry. Some of these comments I'm like no, I'm not gonna respond. They're kind of wild. Okay, I like when I get appropriate questions. Thank you, Mark. Mark asked what kind of music I like to listen to. A lot of like alternative type rock now, mostly classic rock, and a lot of Taylor Swift. I don't listen to a whole lot of pop, but I love Taylor Swift. Someone asked if I adventure in southwestern Virginia. I do about once a year. I think I'm pretty much caught up on everything. I'm gonna hop off of here because I gotta edit content and then send out to everyone that's subscribed. If you're not subscribed to OnlyFans, it's like $4 today. That's the cheapest I ever go, so I'd recommend it. It's for the kitties. And I'm not sure the next time I will go live. My life is very, very busy right now, and I'm going to be super swamped with the holiday next week. So we will see. I will chat with you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.